Good morning, everyone. It snowed all night last night. However,
a whopping inch and a half.
It did not accumulate very much at all. Hardly worth wearing snow boots, honestly. Grant would like to know if anyone else ever has to park way far away from all the buildings because you pull a trailer into town. Because that is where we're starting today's video, in town. We're starting off with a little special segment. I kind of went back and forth, but I feel like this is kind of momentous enough that I feel like I should tell you guys about it. So Grant and I are going to be spending the morning at a huge land auction, and these things do not happen very often, which is why you guys are coming along with us.
I think close to $15 million worth of land is going to be sold today.
I would almost guarantee that. So Grant and I don't plan on purchasing anything, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, so we're properly buckled into our table. We have nourishment because from all reports, this is going to be a really long day. So
Yes.
There's 1,000 acres up for auction, as you can see.
Almost 1,000 acres.
So, and there's a lot of different deals and special things that can be bundled. So it should be a long day.
For approximately 150 acres, Adam Kern would have been doing how many dollars worth? Million, $1,500,000, $1,500,000, $1,500,000 worth, $1,000,000 here to be $1,500,000, $100,000,000 here to be $1,500,000, $100,000,000 here to be $2 million worth, $100,000,000 here to be $2 million here to be $2 million, Jeff Post, $1,500,000, $2, $100,000,000 here to be $1,000 worth, $1,500,000 here to be $1,800,000, posted, $1,500,000, bid card number please. Consists of approximately 80.21 MSA cropland acres, more or less. Track number 3 is improved with one pivot. Provides irrigation for approximately 70 acres. Take a look at this track right here. Now the current, what do you want to do? 400,000. 400, 500,000, and 4 to be 5, and 4 there now 5, bid 500, bid $500,000 where 5 is, and he has 5, 6, and 5 to be 6, and 5 there now 6, and 5 to be 6, and 5 to be 6. Whoa, guys, let's go to work here. I'm at 800,000, gonna be 900,000. Ain't gonna be 9, and 8, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This farm has. I am not dropping the hammer because we are representing the sellers, and I work for the sellers here today. What do you have? Track number 6, 5, 4, 3. Is everybody through? 2, 1. This farm has sold here today, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf.
Well, that's that for the auction. Can you see why I wanted to bring you guys along with me? So I will probably never experience an auction like that again in my life. Those things are important to go to if obviously you're trying to buy land. But then also it's a social event, obviously, to see all your neighbors, and even some people from out of town. But then also what that goes for sets kind of a market in your area. So when land comes up for sale, maybe not 1,000 acres next time, but say an 80 or a quarter, those prices will kind of be set and dictated by that market that we've seen. And then also it kind of affects what cash rent prices are going to be around me. So just gathering information, and I'll have some new neighbors to farm by. I guess I should clarify, I did not purchase any of that ground. Grant and I didn't spend a dime. But yeah, so what did you guys think of that? Have you ever seen an auction where they start the bidding out at $1 million? So it's the next day after the land sale. And we started out the morning with a visit to my good friends at Napa Auto Parts. I think this is my 4th or 5th time stopping in this week. So safe to say we're on pretty friendly terms. I like them in there. Yay! Okay, and now a really exciting part of my day happened. I got to pick up a grain check because I've been hauling in loads of soybeans. If you've been watching the corner soybean market, or wheat market for that fact, or oil or anything, you know that things are going crazy. It's a super volatile market right now, and prices have skyrocketed up. However, these beans were contracted before the market skyrocketed, but I still got a decent price for them. So I'm just excited to deposit a check. This money, I get to keep it, but unfortunately, the thing with farming is that all of that check is going straight into my production costs for the next year. So I'm really excited to get it, but also I know that that money is already spent on seed, fuel, chemical, fertilizer, etc., etc. Next stop was picking up the FuelMate trailer. We put a little addition in it. Check this out. We put an air compressor in it, or more importantly, Hamilton Sales and Service did, not me. But it's perfect. So now we have diesel fuel, diesel exhaust fluid, and air. So we're a set rig. I just need to add some tools in this little box here. So all the planter videos you've been seeing have been in Grant's shop, but now we're in my shop, my dad's shop, and we have one of our planters finally in the shop. So today we are just going to be taking some things off. So if you notice, we don't have any of the meters on, and that's because we took them off to be serviced. And so they are sitting on a pallet ready to be put back on. So I need to take all of the yellow boxes off, and then I'm also going to be taking off all of these black gauge wheels. I'm going to be keeping the Truvies on, which are these things right here, because last year when we went through the planter, we actually got all new ones. So there's no need to take those off since they only have 1 year on them. So gauge wheels come off, yellow boxes come off, and then just do like a visual inspection of all the lines. All of these, yes, I know that's duct tape, but just making sure that they're all intact and everything looks good. So, time to do that. Okay, that was really fun. So I have my brothers Ethan and Adam come and help me, and this is what we did to the planter. So first, I got all the yellow boxes taken off, and then I also got all the gauge wheels taken off. And then the boys put the meters on. This is what they look like installed here. And then I did not take the Truvies off except for 2 row units. This one, number 8, and this one, number 4. And I did because they were really crusty, like fertilizer and dirt were kind of spreading out of them. And my guess is that there's a leak in the line here somewhere because it caused this big buildup of fertilizer. And then same on this row. It is so corrosive that on this row unit, it actually broke the spring for the mud scrapers in half. So we're gonna have to replace those. And then all the other row units are clean and nice and good, but because of those line leaks, oh, look at that. There it is right there. I'm going to need to replace these lines. And then I also want to do like a full washout of these because that's just ridiculous. But all of the rest of them look really good. And so we were able to put the row units back on top and then connect these worm drives here with these little attachments. So once I still want to do maybe just a little bit more of a clean out on those row units. But then I'll put the gauge wheels back on. All these look really good. And our planter should be ready to go. It makes me feel kind of bad for all the work that Grant has had to do to his planter, but I feel a little bit better knowing that he just bought his planter this year and is going through it and making his own. We've been planting with this one for a few years now, so we have it kind of dialed in and tuned just how we like it. A little all over the place in this video. We went from a land sale to the planter to everything in between, but I guess that's farming for you. So I really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already subscribed, this is your chance. Thank you, Ethan and Adam, for the help. I really appreciate it. You guys are welcome back anytime. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.